That's it. Mac and Muscle playing finding Bigfoot in the fuck. I got 52 people in here, and I'm sitting in the dark. You know? And I only got 300 and something fucking subs in 1 week. In 1 week, I managed to raise like 300 subs. So I took this channel over at 85. Mac will go wherever the fuck he can. But Mac likes big men. He likes big men. He went camping with Gunner twice. He went down to Miami a few times already to see Jorge. You know what I mean? Now, he made a trip to go see Cesar twice. You know what I mean? Like, he had that room. He had the Comfort Inn. He had the room in the Comfort Inn for him and Cesar. You know what I mean? And after their rendezvous with FPS, they went over to the Comfort Inn. Cesar fucking, probably showed them what prison's like. You know what I mean? Listen, all these guys are fucking phonies. And they're trying to make me a phony because they're phonies. And that's the fact. Mike Slick's a fucking blowjob. His father's a faggot. Sexually. Why is Mike Slick so fat? Because he got sexually abused by his daddy. And Cesar told me that Mike Slick's daddy was a faggot and sexually abused him. And that he hangs out with Cesar's fucking queer cousin in Brooklyn. Yeah. Yeah, he'll meet anybody. He'll drive to Alaska to meet a fucking Eskimo. That's all he is, a fucking white trailer trash hillbilly with a big fucking mouth. He can't get out of his own way. Johnny Mac told me the guy's a cripple. He's a cripple, his wife's a cripple, and if they were gonna try to rob him and Tabitha had their fingers on the trigger, ready to fucking blast the two of them fucking dirtbags out of the hotel room. Alright? And now he's on a fucking panel with him, like, buddy. And I know the Chicago Muslim has to be hearing this. He's got to be saying, how did Tony Pizza know that? How did Tony Pizza know that? I went into that room with a fucking hard case fucking bag. An empty hard case bag. He went in there with a fucking, like a bowling bag to put all the goods in there. He actually went in there with a bag because he was going to rob Tabitha and fucking Johnny. All Johnny's gold, the weed, yeah. He wanted to make a score out of Johnny. Johnny's a jerk off to be friends with this guy. Because he said, I was going to rob you when I came to see you. Why would you tell a guy that? That's why I got no respect for you, Chicago Muscle. Because that's what Johnny told me about you. Johnny told me you told him you were going to rob him. Now, me as a friend of Johnny, I said, you're still talking to this jerk off. See, you guys don't understand. This all transpired in the last week. All these conversations with Johnny Mac, the FPS fucking scandal, this all transpired in the last week or 2 weeks. Now it's 2 weeks already. Time flies when you're having fun. All right? All these conversations transpired between me and Johnny Mac. Oh, I got a phone call from George. He personally apologized to my wife and kids and me, but we didn't accept it. I'm not going to be friends with him. Don't you worry. I'm not worried, Johnny. I'm not worried about you fucking accepting an apology from that fucking monkey. But, what happens? I called Johnny after a show. I'm at the auction. I can't talk right now. I'll call you as soon as I get out. Never called me back. The whole day goes by. I do a show. I fucking go to call him to see if he, where he was. I'm on my way to Seaside Heights with my wife. Oh, so you can't pick up the phone like you always do when you're in the car? While you're driving, you can't talk to me while you're in the car. You're texting me, So he tells me that. I go back to YouTube. I find Jorge talking shit about me and telling everybody what I told Johnny Mac. That's why I said, fuck this kid. Because I was anticipating the backstabbing from him.